Welcome back to my channel, Way of the Helmet. I'm heading to New South Wales for some great riding. Turon Gates, Barrington Tops, Bridle Track, Thunderbolts Way, plenty of dirt and back roads. Come along for the ride and remember to like, share and subscribe. First step is getting out of Victoria. Well, we're not in Melbourne anymore. Just taking a quick break to rest my arse cheeks that have fallen asleep. Got rained on once or twice, which is never fun on a bike, but otherwise all good. Just managed to avoid some regional floods. I'm leaving Orbost here. Highway out of Melbourne is pretty boring, so didn't waste film on that. Heading to Cairn River, then I'll be taking the Monaro Highway into New South Wales. From coastal Victoria, we climb into New South Wales, gaining over 1,000 metres elevation as we cross the Great Dividing Range, and we get to feel a corresponding temperature drop too. I went from being pretty comfy to somewhat cold. Quick bite in Bombala before hitting the road again. We're about to pass a wombat, Bombatus ursinus, an Aussie marsupial that you can often find resting by the road. In comparison to the coastal bush in Victoria, we now have more open plains, which I quite like the look of. For the 137 kilometres from Cooma to Braidwood, I'm on the Cooma Road, a decent rural road which includes about 40 kilometres of usually well-maintained dirt. I'm an off-road Gumby, so it has to be pretty decent for me to think it's okay. The dirt will tease you 3 or 4 times with some very brief sections of blacktop, usually over small creeks, but don't be fooled like I was. It will be about 40 clicks of dirt before you hit the other side. Once off the dirt, it's nice open farming land for the ride into Braidwood, where I meet up with a fellow rider. Introductions to come. Looks like a black tongue laid out in front of you. All you have to do is follow it, just like the yellow brick road, except completely different. This is officially day 1 of the group ride to Gloucester and Barrington Tops. Our destination today is Reelstone, some 480 kilometres and 6 hours away, given the back roads and dirt we'll be taking. From Braidwood we head to Bungendore on the King's Highway, then it's on to Bungendore Road and Shingle Hill Way as we make our way to Gunning. There are 4 riders on this trip, with 2 Tenere 700s, ridden by Mr. Apple, given his love of Apple products, and Stretch, given his short legs, which later in the trip prove a liability. KTM 690 Enduro, ridden by the Professor. He knows bikes like we know the back of our hands. And then there's Gumby me on my KTM 390 Adventure. At the start I was a one-man wolf pack. Then in Braidwood the pack grew. It grew by 1, so that then it was 2. And then I thought, wait a second, could it be? And now I know for sure. 2 more are added to the wolf pack. 4 of us wolves, riding around New South Wales together, looking for strippers and cocaine. Out of Gunning, we get onto Sapphire, Weo and Junction Point roads for our first taste of dirt. Being a Gumby, dirt is not my friend. Not my friend at all. But thankfully today, it's all largely hard-packed and dry. We head through Binder, Tuena and Baldridge, and then ultimately up through Dark Corner and Turon and past Caperntree.
keep stopping. Is it a running?
Stretch was left kicking himself when I dumped my bike in a creek crossing and he didn't have the GoPro going. Well, he would have kicked himself if his legs weren't so short. Riding and views around Turon Gates and Capertree was great.
Not sure where it is, but creek crossing that Nick fell over in, and I didn't have the GoPro on, so disappointed about that. But he was alright, it was only a shallow crossing and it was just a big mother rock that knocked him off course. Yeah, I've got it too, mate. Good.
Finally it's into Rylstone via Castlereagh Highway and Bylong Valley Way through Candos for a well-earned rest after a long day. Geez, they know how to feed you in regional Australia. Tomorrow we're on to Gloucester via some fantastic back roads, so make sure you like, share and subscribe to catch that one in the not too distant future. Until then, stay safe and wear a helmet!